I'm talking with Nancy Bruno, who is the Director of Support Groups for the International Myeloma Foundation. Nancy, I know a little bit of your story, but if you can share again, how did you become involved with the myeloma community and eventually your relationship with being part of IMF support groups and then working for the IMF?
Well, my husband was diagnosed in 1998, and so that put us right smack into the myeloma community, and we found the IMF and the support group, and we joined the support group, right away. So I've been around this disease over 20 years. And back then he was told he wouldn't make it 2 years. He did make it 12 and a half years. So we were in the support group. He passed in 2011. I've been leading the Atlanta group since 2006. And after I downsized, I joined the IMF. The regional director retired and put my name in as his replacement. And I have over 30 support groups throughout the Southeast. And I just feel so fortunate to just be able to share the journey with so many heroes that are going down this path. And it's amazing what they're doing. And I've seen the transition. I read the clinical trials from, back in the early 2000s, and, all the new treatments over the last 20 years is just mind-blowing. Just mind-blowing.
So you're going to be participating in the Iceland cycling expedition, which is going to be this fall. It's an IMF fundraiser raising money for research. And what inspired you to get involved with it, and what's your role going to be when you're there?
Well, I have been following the iStopMM project for over 5 years, probably closer to 7 when it was started. I thought it was fascinating to get, so many people involved, to be tested for myeloma and to find it early. When my husband was diagnosed, his bone marrow was 95% myeloma. Well, this doesn't happen overnight. And so I'm a pretty good explainer. So I'm going to try to understand how this project is really yielding insight into myeloma and bring it back to all the support groups to understand what's coming down the line and how hopeful this time and place is.
And what will you be doing while you're participating in the ICE expedition?
Oh, I'm looking forward to the tour of the labs and talking with the researchers and, understanding, a whole new perspective on myeloma that they're gaining from their research that's different than I've seen lately.
And how do you plan to celebrate with the cyclists and everything else when you come home?
Oh, yeah, I'll be in touch with these people because most of them are patients. I'm connected with several of them already and know them. So, we'll share stories, but I'm going to take what I learned there and get it directly to patients.
And also you're going to be, I understand, in one of the trucks or the vans that are following the cyclists.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything that you have in mind that you want to do in particular for the cyclists while you're playing that role of being in the support vans?
Just cheer them on and, help with, with whatever support they need. So we're riding along with them, but not out there in the gravel.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to be there and cheering them on and, sharing the experience and the surroundings that they are facing and bundle up.